A shadow fell upon the earth, not of cloud or eclipse, but of something far more profound. It descended not from the familiar sky but from the star-dusted depths of the cosmos. A colossal vessel, sleek and obsidian-like, pierced the veil of the atmosphere, its arrival heralding a new chapter in human history. This was no ordinary visitation, for the beings who emerged from the craft were not the pallid, large-eyed figures of human imagination. They were, in every sense of the word, like us, yet different. Their skin, a rich tapestry of melanin, held the glow of 1,000 sunsets. Their eyes, wise and ancient, reflected the depths of the universe itself. They were the Melaninites, hailing from a star system light-years away, and their arrival was about to shake the foundations of Earth to its core. The Melaninites came not as conquerors or explorers, but as observers. Their civilization, steeped in millennia of wisdom and technological advancement, had long monitored the fledgling species of Earth. They had watched, with a mixture of curiosity and concern, as humanity grappled with its own internal divisions. But the escalating racial injustices, the blatant disregard for human dignity, had finally compelled them to break their silence. Their arrival was a silent judgment, a cosmic mirror held up to humanity's face, reflecting back its own ugliness. The world held its breath. Governments scrambled, scientists marveled, and ordinary people looked to the skies, hearts filled with a mixture of awe and apprehension. The Melaninites had arrived, and nothing would ever be the same again. Their presence was a challenge, an invitation and a warning, all wrapped up in one. The question was, would humanity heed the call? The Melaninites, with their advanced technology, wasted no time in immersing themselves in the tapestry of human life. They walked among us, their alien features skillfully masked by devices that rendered them indistinguishable from the people they observed. They wanted to understand, not from the sterile reports of distant observation, but from the raw, unfiltered pulse of human interaction. What they witnessed left them in a state of profound shock and dismay. The stark inequalities, the casual brutality inflicted upon people of color, the deep-seated prejudice that permeated every level of society, it was a reality far more horrific than their most pessimistic projections. They saw the systemic disenfranchisement, the economic disparities, the way history had been twisted to justify the subjugation of an entire people. They listened to stories of resilience and resistance, of communities torn apart and rebuilt, of spirits unbroken despite centuries of oppression. They bore witness to the courage of those who dared to speak truth to power, of those fighting for equality in the face of overwhelming odds. The Melaninites learned that the human spirit, though wounded, was far from broken. The experience was an education, a crash course in the complexities of human prejudice. They had studied Earth's history, its triumphs and follies, but nothing could have prepared them for the visceral reality of racism. It was a cancer that had metastasized, infecting every facet of human society. Yet, amidst the darkness, they also saw glimmers of hope, of empathy, of a yearning for a better world. The Melaninites, having walked among us, felt a profound sense of kinship with those who suffered under the yoke of racial injustice. Their own history, though unfolding on a distant world, held echoes of similar struggles. They too knew the sting of prejudice, the bitterness of being judged by the color of their skin rather than the content of their character. Their arrival on Earth was a stark reminder that the fight for equality transcended the boundaries of planets and galaxies. It was a universal struggle, a cosmic battle waged against the forces of ignorance and hate. The Melaninites saw in the plight of Earth's oppressed a reflection of their own past, a painful reminder that the quest for justice was an ongoing journey, not a destination. But their presence was not merely symbolic, it was a catalyst for introspection. The arrival of a technologically superior species, one that mirrored back humanity's own prejudices, forced a long overdue conversation. The Melaninites, by their very existence, challenged the artificial constructs of race, exposing them for the arbitrary and meaningless classifications they truly were. Their presence was a mirror held up to humanity, reflecting back its own hypocrisy and inhumanity. It was a wake-up call, a cosmic slap in the face, forcing people to confront the ugliness they had chosen to ignore for far too long. The Melaninites didn't come to judge, but their presence was a judgment in itself.